Elemental is a great movie, and I'll share my thoughts on how it went from being laughed at to succeeding at the box office. The story is good. It's actually a love story between Ember and Wade. Ember is made of fire, and Wade is made of water, and we all know that fire and water don't mix well. But the chemistry between them in this movie is just beautiful, and the story is also heartwarming. It all begins with Ember's parents, Bernie and Cinder, needing to move from their home because of a storm that destroyed it. They moved to a place called Element City, where there are lots of different elements. Of course, they faced a lot of prejudice from the other elements, but it was in that place that they had Amber. Actually, Bernie had to start from scratch, creating his own shop in an abandoned place called the Fireplace. One thing I love about the movie is the relatability of the characters. Bernie wants Ember to take over the shop when he retires, but Ember doesn't know what she wants to do. All she knows is that taking over the shop would make her parents proud, and that's all she wants. Another thing Ember struggles with is controlling her temper. This is a problem because it would be hard to run the shop if she can't control her anger with customers.
And that is not made in Fireland.
Take breath, make connection. Take breath, make connection. Take breath, make connection. Take breath, make connection!
One day, Amber's life took a surprising turn. She was getting frustrated with the customers at her father's shop, and instead of losing her temper in front of them and damaging the shop, she went down to the basement to let off some steam. However, while she was venting, one of the pipes in the fireplace exploded. To her shock, a water guy named Wade emerged from one of the pipes. He was an inspector and had accidentally gotten trapped in the pipes. Amber was worried because Wade could report the illegal things in the shop, which would lead to it being shut down.
He did all this himself without permits? I'm gonna have to write that up too. First I'm sucked into a pipe and now I have to write citations. I can get this place shut down. Oh gosh, it's just too much.
Shut us down?
Amber had to figure out how to deal with the situation without endangering her father's shop. She knew that if Wade reported the issues, it would be the end of everything her father had worked for. Amber decided to follow Wade to try and prevent him from reporting the incident. Unfortunately, by the time she caught up with him, it was too late. He had already reported the problem. Feeling regretful, Wade realized he hadn't considered Amber's situation. Together, they decided to talk to Wade's boss and convince her not to shut down the shop. She agreed, but only if they fixed a major leak. If they fixed the leak, she would remove all the reports against the fireplace. Amber and Wade teamed up to fix the problem. During this time, they grew closer, and Amber was impressed by Wade's ability to connect with people. She often struggled to interact with customers at the fire shop without losing her temper. It was clear that they had great chemistry, and as they spent more time together, Wade fell in love with Amber. Eventually, she realized she felt the same way. They managed to fix the leak and prevent the fireplace from shutting down. After that, they spent some time together, but Amber kept it a secret from her parents because they didn't like water people. She knew they would freak out if they found out she was dating a water guy. During those moments together, they realized they had a lot in common, but they were also opposites in some ways. Amber was the type of person who always wanted to make her parents proud, often putting their needs before her own. On the other hand, Wade was a charismatic guy who everyone loved. He had a magnetic personality that drew people in. Amber even shared a childhood dream she had about a unique flower called the Vivisteria. She revealed that she couldn't see the flower because there was a rule prohibiting fire people from entering the area due to past incidents. Amber and her father were forbidden from going there, and eventually, the area was flooded, so she never had a chance to see the flower. Wade, being the determined guy he is, managed to find the flower and show it to her. Despite Amber being a fire person and unable to go into the water, Wade found a way by creating a protective bubble around her. However, they had limited time, so they had to be quick. Amber finally saw the flower, and it was a beautiful moment. But soon, their time ran out, and Wade had to rush her back to the surface. After this experience, they shared another special moment together, trying to hold hands. They had attempted this before, but Amber was afraid something might happen if they touched, given their different elements. But they discovered that they could change each other's chemistry and nothing happened when they touched hands, which was a beautiful moment. They even hugged for a brief moment. However, something shifted inside Amber. She realized she couldn't take the relationship any further because of her parents. Amber shared that her dream wasn't to rule the fireplace. That was her father's dream. She wanted to pursue something else, but Amber was the type of person who wanted to make her parents happy and proud. She feared that if she confessed she didn't want to rule the fire shop, her parents would be upset. Even though Wade encouraged her to tell her parents about their relationship and her dreams, Amber didn't listen to him. This led to a small argument, and she returned to the fire shop. And I almost forgot to mention that in one of the scenes, Amber's mother Cinder followed them while they were having their secret dates. Her mother was skeptical about the relationship, but she used the test of the flame to see if it was true love. Surprisingly, even though Wade was water and Amber was fire, the test worked, indicating they were made for each other. Part of Amber's mother started to believe that Wade was the right person for her daughter. However, the problem remained with Amber's father, Bernie. After their argument, Amber and Wade stopped talking for a while. When Bernie was about to announce that Amber would be the new owner of the fireplace, Wade decided to go there and declare his love for her in front of everyone.
I love you, Ember Lumen. And I'm pretty sure you love me too.
However, Amber said she didn't love him, even though it was clear from her face that she didn't mean it. Wade left feeling hurt and confused. The leak they had previously fixed broke again, and a massive amount of water was heading towards Firetown, threatening the fire shop and Amber's parents. It was a beautiful moment when Wade decided to come back and help Amber. She was about to sacrifice herself to save the blue fire, a symbol that held deep importance for her family. Wade decided to help her, even after everything that had happened between them. In a heartbreaking turn of events, Wade ultimately sacrificed himself to save Amber and the blue flame. The moment of them hugging as Wade slowly evaporated was poignant and emotional, showcasing the depth of their love despite their earlier disagreements. In another powerful moment, Amber revealed to her parents that she didn't want to run the fireplace. It wasn't her dream. She wanted to pursue something else and confessed that she loved Wade.
I'm sorry. I'm a bad daughter.
Ember, you were always the dream.
I loved him, Dad.
Fortunately, Wade was able to return because he had evaporated and could come back in the form of water droplets. They all shared a light-hearted moment, even Amber's parents, trying to make Wade cry so his water droplets would fall and he could reform. Eventually, Wade was able to come back, and they shared a kiss in front of Amber's parents. In that moment, her parents accepted that Amber wanted to be with Wade and that she truly loved him. In the end, Amber and Wade decided to leave town together. Amber was talented at crafting things with fire, such as turning objects into intricate glass shapes. She wanted to explore this talent and pursue her dreams with Wade by her side. They left the town behind, embarking on a new adventure filled with love and creativity. That's the story of the movie, and I think it would be great to have an Elemental 2 in the future to continue their story. In my opinion, the movie was amazing and definitely worth watching, even though some people may have differing opinions about it. Thank you so much for watching the video.